Majority of the textbooks teaches you how to calculate expected return using probability distribution. However, very few texts explain the process of calculating probability. In real time, as a financial analyst, you are expected to calculate the probabilities on your own. This tutorial makes you familiar with calculation of probabilities. The first step in calculating probabilities is calculation of daily returns. Now we see how to calculate the daily return. Now daily return is calculated using PT, that is current price minus previous price divided by previous price into 100. So in case of first one, we don't have any previous price, so we ignore this. We start our calculation from observation 2. So here first we select the current price minus previous price divided by previous price into 100. So we got the daily return for day 1. So similarly you can drag this down till end of observations, or simply put your cursor at the corner, and once you find the plus symbol, double click on this. It will automatically calculate the daily returns for all the observations. So daily returns has been calculated. Now to calculate the probabilities, what we do is we use frequency function of Excel. So first of all, we see what is the total number of observations. So for this we use, to calculate the total number of observations, we use Excel function count equal to count, and our data is in the range B. So select the total range B by pressing B to B. So we got total 249 observations are there. And what is the maximum return during the period? So for this we use Excel function max equals to max B to B, and we need to calculate the minimum. To calculate the minimum, we use Excel function min equals to and range is maximum minus minimum. So the maximum return minus minimum return is a range. So range is 41.57%. Number of class intervals required. So for this case we go for a class intervals of, let us say, 6 class intervals we want. We are assuming that 6 different states of returns. So we'll take 6 class intervals, and class size will be range divided by number of class intervals. Range is 41, assume that 42, and number of class intervals required are 6. So 42 divided by 6. So class interval size will be 7. So we have a 7 will be our class interval size. Now to calculate the frequency function in Excel, first of all we need to define the bin ranges. Bin range is the highest value in a particular class interval. Suppose that the lower class interval limit, let us say with a minimum is our 14% is the minimum. So 14 is class interval min, and our bin range is, highest bin range will be minimum value plus the class interval size. So this equals to minimum class interval plus class interval size. We got a -7. -7 in the sense, for the first class interval the highest is -7, lower limit is -14, higher limit is -7. For second class interval, we use the previous class interval plus class interval size, and we make a class interval size constant by clicking F4 so that it remains constant for all other calculations. Now simply we drag this down So we have, can remove one, we have 6 class intervals, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 class intervals. If you observe, the maximum is 28, our maximum is 27, so which falls within this range. So our class interval size will be -6 to 0, then 1 to 7, 8 to 14, 15 to 21 and 22 to 27 is our class interval. Now next step is we need to calculate the frequency. So frequency is array function in Excel. To enter the frequency, what we need to do is we need to select all the cells for where we are calculating frequencies, and then once you select the cells, then type the formula or Excel function equal to frequency, FREQUENCY, and it is asking for a data array. Our data is in column B, so select B to B. Then asking for a bins array. Our bins array is here, and don't click enter. For array functions you need to click shift control plus enter, not simply enter. To run an array function you need to press shift control and enter. So hold the control button, shift button, then press enter. Now we got a frequency distribution. Now calculate the sum. Here is total equals to, using Excel function, equal to sum so 249. Our total observations are 249. So our frequency distribution shows total observations. Now how is it we are going to calculate the probability? So probability is number of events in a particular class interval divided by the total number of observations. So this equals to, in our range -14 to -7, we have 2 observations divided by total number of observations. So we make total number of observations constant, so by clicking function key F4, and the probability of happening this is 0.01, and similarly we calculate for all other, and total is 1%. So probability will be always, the total of probability will be always 1. Now if you observe here, the maximum number of observations, that is 62%, or 0.62% of chances are that the price will be in the range of, or return will be in the range of 1% to 7%. 1 to 7 we have a maximum number of observations 154, and the probability is 0.62, and in -6 to 0, 92 observations and probability is 0.7. Now while calculating expected return, we simply take the mid value of the class interval -6 to 0 into 0.37, and 1 to 7 mid value is 4 into 0.2, we will get a expected return. This is how we calculate the probabilities, and these probabilities are used to calculate the expected returns.